Hey Questers, and welcome to another episode of BMF, the unofficial home for all things Oculus Quest. So this is a very quickly updated version of a review I released earlier today for Pinball FX 2 VR. In the review I stated that the game did not have 6 degrees of freedom, and when I initially tried the game about a week and a half ago, that was the case. But I went and updated the game today, and for whatever reason, it is working properly. I don't know what the issue with the headset or the game was when I first tried it, but when I played it today, I played it for probably another 25 minutes, and 6 degrees of freedom is working perfectly fine. So I wanted to update the review with that in mind. So here is my initial review, revised with some additional information. Today on BMF, I have a super short review, or more of like an overview for you, as I take a look at Pinball FX 2 VR on the Quest. Pinball is one of those games that some people love and some people could care less. Personally, I really like pinball, and having played this game on other platforms, I already had a pretty good idea about this game, so for me, it came down to whether this game is worth the $14.99 price tag. To preface this review, I do realize that this game is the same price on other VR platforms, but the thing that interested me was that the same game is just $4.99 on the Go, and knowing that Go emulation is coming to the Quest, I was curious if anything was different between this version and the $4.99 version. What did I find? Let's jack in and find out.
Pinball FX 2 VR is, in my opinion, by far the best way to play pinball if you don't have access to a physical pinball machine. The 3D models for the tables are extremely well done, and the tables play exactly like a real one. Obviously, there are some differences, like the environments changing with each table, which is a cool addition. When you purchase the game, you start off with 3 pinball tables, with the option of purchasing more. The 3 tables are fun and entertaining. One is a Knights and Fantasy table, one is a Space Sci-Fi table, and the last is an Underwater table. The tables to purchase include many licensed tables from E.T. and many more. The game takes place in what looks like a fancy loft apartment, where you can check the leaderboards and play pinball. There are 3 locations for tables, so if you purchase additional games, you would need to swap out the active ones. Visually, everything looks very good. The location is polished, the tables look exquisite, and even the effects and other things that happen around you look very good while you're playing. In this game, unlike the Go version, you're actually getting 6 degrees of freedom, which allows you to move around the table if you want to and lean in and see exactly where the ball is. This adds an entirely another level of immersion for this game. Sound-wise, the pinball sounds are great, and the additional voiceover and sound effects help to get you caught up in playing the games. When it comes to gameplay, each table functions like you'd expect, with a left flipper controlled by the left controller and the right one controlled by the right controller. One thing missing in this game that makes it almost jarring when you get into it is the fact that even when you're not at the table, you don't have physical hands, and you can't even see models of the controllers. To move from location to location, you look at it and press a button. Standing at the tables, that makes sense. I just wish they had added at least controller models, so it didn't feel like my hands all of a sudden disappeared when I go from home hub to the game. Now, I know this is common to all the other versions of this game, it's just always been a gripe when it comes to this.
Overall, Pinball FX 2 VR is a solid and well-built game. And at $14.99 with the ability to bring it on the road, it's not a bad deal if you love pinball and want to take it everywhere. If you want to get the most out of your Quest and the best bang for your buck, then subscribe to BMF for more Quest-related content and hit that bell icon. Plus, if you're looking for more Quest games, you can check out my other reviews here. Thanks so much for watching, and happy questing.